morning, and thank you so much for being here today to watch this tarot reading. Please excuse my voice today. I have been sick. I'm trying really hard to recover. I'm doing everything I can. Thank you all for your health advice. I'm doing all the tricks of the trade. All right, so this is going to be a message that I feel I want to channel from Spirit, just what the collective maybe needs to hear. We're all going through hard times. I know I'm going through some really hard times. I'm sure a lot of you are from what I've heard in the chat. So let's just give us some comfort and see what Spirit wants to tell us about our difficult situations. Oh, this wants to come out all of a sudden. And this is the Seven of Cups in reverse. That is the lack of options. It's feeling cornered. It's feeling stuck. This is feeling like you don't have options. Do you guys feel like you have no choice? You're being pushed into a situation and there's nothing else you can do? You're searching for answers, praying possibly, using your spirituality, using your intuition. Guide me, guide me. What can I do? I'm at a loss. This is feeling shut out of a situation. So you might be feeling shut out. Maybe of somebody's life, maybe shut out away from a water sign, or maybe shut out from someone you love. This is also an inability to decide. Feeling like there is no decision. Just like I said earlier, there's no choice. Feeling a little stuck, are we? Okay. I'm so sorry, guys. Give me a second. Okay, so then I'm going to get a Moonology card and see what Spirit wants to say about your feelings at this time. And the feelings of someone you love. Spirit, please guide and direct me. What information can you give us about the collective's feelings and the person the collective loves? Excuse me, guys. Bottom of the deck, the overall underall energy for the both of you is your dreams need a practical plan. You know, maybe you guys need to speak with a Taurus, or maybe you just need to work harder. You need to get things on paper. A lot of people can talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. A lot of people say this is what they want, this is how they want to do it, but where's the proof? The burden of proof is, what are you willing to work hard for? And what are you willing to organize? Are you organized? Are you writing your things down on paper? Do you have a list of things that you need to do and accomplish? Are you taking care of your responsibilities? Are you time managing well? Or are we slacking a little bit in those areas? Because although it's fun to dream, dreaming is beautiful, but you need a practical plan. You can't just go off on a whim. So there's that information. Okay, let's pull another few tarot cards to see what's going on in your situation. Okay, bottom of the deck is Seven of Swords in reverse. Now this could be a liar. This could be someone who got caught lying. This could be lies and secrets coming out to the surface. This is also a time of, disillusion? Like where what you think is happening is not the truth. You know, you think you understand a situation, but you really don't. You know, so this is maybe just not seeing things clearly. Let's see what the book has to say on that. This is about getting caught in the act. A need to think quickly. Make a new plan and strike a new deal with the powers that be. Oh, and my candle is just popping. I don't know what's going on. That is so weird. Look, guys. If you guys can hear that. Well, you guys probably can't hear it. But when a flame crackles and it pops, it means somebody's talking about you. So someone is having a conversation about you right now. And that's why that flame is crackling and popping. The spirits are listening. And, you know, it might be a good time to light a candle for protection. I feel like I do want to get an additional candle for protection because when someone's talking about you, it just doesn't feel good. And I think I'm going to light the Virgin Mary for motherly love and protection. I think I want to light that candle. Because you know when someone's talking about you, it's not usually a good thing. And by the way, we have 7-7. So there might be a symbol there with the number 7-7 for you guys. 7 is supposed to be kind of a lucky number, but it does also stand for Libra, the 7th house. It's quite possible you guys are dealing with a Libra. Okay, 7-7, 7th house. It could also be something that's been bubbling up for 7 weeks, 7 months, something like that. This has been kind of a situation that's been reaching ahead. 7 is also spiritually the number for completion. I'm so sorry. I know that's gross, but I am so congested, guys. I have to get it out when I can, so bear with me on that, okay? All right, so anyways, let's get into the rest of this reading. See what's going on. What does Spirit need you to know? How do you feel about this situation? Well, let's just wait. Let's go ahead and do the tarot, and then we'll get our feelings. Okay? First card, we have the Hierophant in reverse. So there's a lack of commitment. So this might be a lack of commitment in a marriage. It might be a lack of commitment to a job or career. It might be a lack of commitment to a family. But this is, I don't want to be committed to you. Maybe it's also about contracts. It could be about a lot of things. But this is, I don't want to be committed, tied down, said to an oath, or be with this person. Like, I don't have any desire to be connected and committed to someone. And that might be part of your issue. The next card is the number 10, Major Arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing and taking a new direction. All right, this commitment that's lacking, someone's lacking trust. There's a lot, actually these are about lacking trust. Someone is lacking trust, and this is taking a new direction because Spirit, God, Source, doesn't want you to be choosing to be committed to someone that is not trustworthy or, you know, committed to you, having your best interest at heart. So there is something changing with that. The next card here is Judgment in reverse. Kind of surprised we're getting a lot of reversals, to be honest, guys. Let's go ahead and read what some of these mean in reverse. I already know what they are because I'm a tarot reader. I've done the class, but I just want to read the book because sometimes I like to read the book. But when Judgment is in reverse, in my opinion, this is just me, and it's probably different from the book. It's about not being able to reconcile things. It's about not being able to bring this back from the past and, you know, fix it, have a second chance. To me, Judgment is about judging someone wrongfully in reverse. Judging someone wrongfully, having lies, deception, deceit, not seeing things clearly. That's what it means to me. Okay. So anyways, reading from the book, we have ignoring the signs, resisting the path, putting on emotional blinders because it's happening all around you. Relax, release, and let it in. So relax, release, and let it in. All right? So someone's fighting the change. Maybe you are. Maybe this is not what you want. This might be coming out of an agreement, coming out of a marriage, coming out of a commitment, and this is not what you want. But maybe this is the path. And Spirit's like, I'm putting you on this path, but you're ignoring the signs. You're ignoring the path. You don't want to trust me. You don't want to be committed to your truth. And anyways, what is the Hierophant there in reverse? Like I said earlier, it's a lack of commitment. But let's just go ahead and see what the book says. And it says here, religious power and abuse used to control people. Oh. Rejecting dogmas placed upon you. Abandoning cultural norms in order to forge your own path. So sorry, guys. I know. I just have a lot going on being sick. I'm hanging in there. I'm okay. Like I said, it's just a lot of congestion. And I'm taking my medicine and my tea and all the herbals and everything I need. I'm throwing the book at it, but it just takes time. So anyways, cultural norms. There's a situation that you're committed to that you are trying not to be connected to anymore. You're rejecting like a normal path. And that's good. I don't think you should be going on a normal path. But Spirit says, I'm also giving you new direction in a very unorthodox, untraditional path. So there's something that you need to do that's not normal. And Spirit's like, I want you to trust that. I want you to stay with me. I want you to believe. But you're just like, I don't know. This is weird. You know, it's like you want what you want because it's a dream, it's a fantasy, it's a desire, but it's not practical. And Spirit's like, don't deceive yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't tell yourself that something can happen a specific way if it can't. Because maybe your dreams can come true, but they just need a practical plan. The next card is Dark Night of the Soul. Wow. Okay. What I'm hearing, the biggest message is, if you're going to reject God's plan for you, you're going to suffer. And I'm going to clarify more about what God's plan is for you, what source, what the Creator's plan is for you. I'm going to get some cards to clarify it. But this is, you are rejecting a connection that maybe I brought together for you. And the more you reject it, the more you're going to hurt and suffer. And if this isn't you, perhaps it's the person you care about. But that's the loudest message right now, is rejecting God's plan. Okay? And yeah, getting caught in the act. Somebody's going to get caught in the act. I also feel like it's possible that somebody might get called out. You know, this might be somebody that's always been, because we have a 5-5. This might be somebody that's always been coddled, always been taken care of, always been protected, shielded, always had mother's wing, you know, over this person, you know, shielded from the truth. And Spirit's like, I'm not going to shield you from the truth anymore. I'm not going to protect you. There's no protection. You're going to go out into the cold. and you're going to feel it. That's what this card is all about. It's upright. So know that this is not hopeless. There's hope. God is here to help you. Or there's somebody out there, most likely a Taurus. I keep getting Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. There's a Taurus involved. There's a Libra and there's a Taurus. Okay? There may even be a Capricorn and a Cancer. And a Pisces. Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn, Taurus, Libra. That's 5 signs. We do have 5-5 and 7-7. Big confirmation there on the signs that are probably involved. Spirit, let's clarify where you're guiding the path to. Okay, what are you guiding people to? Show me the Wheel of Fortune. What is the path? Spirit, please use these cards. Okay, whoops. Bottom of the deck is worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change the outcome. So as much as you stress about this and you're like, oh, I'm going to overthink this to death, that's not going to help. Sitting there, you know, tapping your hands on the desk or biting your nails or staying up all night and worrying about something or, you know, thinking about it a lot, that's not helping the situation. So Spirit wants you to know that. We also have regret. I cannot change the past. And the past did come up with judgment. You know, refusing to follow the path. And Spirit says, the path I'm taking you on is to look back at what you've done and maybe regret some of the things that you've done. I want you to look back at the past with judgment. I want you to look at your promises that you've made to someone or people. I want you to look at it and I want you to have remorse. I want you to have regrets. Spirit's taking you on the path of regret. Also happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. So again, the path comes up and Spirit's like, don't reject the path. I want you to be happy. The right path is going to make you happy, but you don't want to follow it. Anyways, you're going to regret it if you don't follow it. Let's see what else Spirit wants to say. Let's use the Starman Tarot from David Bowie. Okay. I also feel like I need to tell you that whatever you're doing, if you're going against a promise or you're going against God's path, even though it's unorthodox, you're going to regret it because He's trying to put you on a happy path, but you are refusing to follow it. And it's like I said, maybe it's not you. Maybe it's someone you love that is not following the path that Spirit's put them on. You know, keep in mind this message is reversible, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get the tarot card. Spirit, please guide and direct me with your truth about the path. Show me the truth about the path. What do we need to know about the path? Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So the path He's taking you on is to make you prosperous and abundant, to have more money, to be on top of the world, to have a beautiful house, a beautiful family, a beautiful home. I already said that. I don't know why I said it twice. Just a beautiful life. Spirit's like, the path I'm taking you on is the Queen of Pentacles. That's the path. And the card that comes up is Five of Cups. And ironically, we got the same card from the same deck yesterday, or 2 days ago. And there's a man looking over a river of sadness. Spirit, why do you want to tell us about this? Why is it we have happiness and Queen of Pentacles, and then we have regret, and then we have Five of Cups? Why is this the path that we're on? Spirit's telling me it's because as you're going on this righteous path, you're going to look back and there's going to be some things maybe you're embarrassed about, some things you got caught doing. Okay? This might be an embarrassment because you forgot to pay some bills. This might be embarrassment because you've not been responsible. This might be embarrassment because you let your words get out of control and you said things you didn't mean. I'm not going to gurgle right now, guys, because I've already done that. And like I said, I am extremely congested, and it doesn't matter if I gurgle. I have congestion coming out of my lungs, okay? So the gurgling is not going to reach my lungs and pull it out. This is just what's going on in my sinuses, deep in my nasal pathways, and in my lungs. So thank you so much, Asada's mom, for the advice about gurgling. But that's really not going to be helpful because I did gurgle before I came live, and it's just still going on. But thank you so much for that advice. And I'm sorry that my voice is what it is, and I've got a lot of congestion going on, but I had to come live, and thank you for watching, and I'm just so sorry that that's going on. And thank you for your concern also. So anyways, we have this Five of Cups, which is, you know, I really need to look back at my situation because I said something I didn't mean, or I took an action that I didn't mean to take, or, you know, maybe I wish I hadn't said those words to you. I wish we wouldn't have had that conversation that came up. This is a really painful place. And looking back, it just makes you feel like you're just, you ever got, and I know you guys do, but you look back and you're like, God, why did I say that? Why did I do that? Why did I let that get the best of me? You know, I'm better than that. Anyways, I think you guys know you're better than that, or this person knows they're better than that. But this is, what can I do now? What can I do? I fucked everything up. It's all fucked up. Is there compassion? Is there forgiveness? Are they going to accept me back? Am I going to accept them back? You know, there's those questions. Can we ever get back to this? And by the way, 555. That is the element of challenge and change. I think Spirit is challenging you to change your ways. And like I said, it's reversible. So if it's not you, it might be your person that is being challenged to change. Hi, greetings from Costa Rica. I saw you. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and read this Five of Cups. Okay, we got 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to read the whole thing, you know, because it's a good one. It says, I am inconsolable. So this is like a situation that you feel can't be fixed. And honestly, that may be the truth. Maybe this is a situation that cannot be fixed. But I feel like there's hope, because this says your dreams need a practical plan. And under here we have The answers you need are coming, Gemini, so there's some communication. And surrender your fears, worries, and doubts to the divine. Surrender your worries to the divine. You may not have all the answers right now because you're put in a rock and a hard place, but Spirit says sometimes you have to get in a hard place to change. That's a very tough message. So anyways, the Swiss-American psychiatrist Elizabeth Kubler-Ross was a pioneer in research on near-death experiences and the processes of grief. She postulated the 5 stages of grief: denial, this can't be happening; anger, why me, it's not fair; bargaining, if only I would; depression, why is this going on; and the acceptance of it's going to be okay. Towards the end of her own life, she said these stages of grief were not always linear. They were predictable. The doors opening for us to understand grief is a process which unfolds across time. Ultimately, the process travels across different emotional topographies that must make the full journey in order to reach the land of acceptance. Maybe I can't read the whole book. Okay, that felt better. Sorry, guys, I know. But I took off yesterday, and I can't take off today. So I've got to be here as much as, you know, you guys probably want to suggest I can't, but I got to push through this, okay? And I'm so sorry you have to hear all of that, but I'm trying my best. So anyways, in the 5 of Cups, a distraught yet almost indistinguishable figure stands here, crouched over a river, watching as a hand desperately reaches out from the rushing torrent as swept away. Magnus, no, I don't. I only have Cash App and my website. I'm trying to rest up, guys, but I'm in a pickle, and I cannot miss work like that. So I'm pushing through. I did take off yesterday, though, but thank you for your concern, everybody. If I had another job, this wouldn't be a priority, but this is my job. Okay. So anyways, this figure is standing over a river, completely distraught. His hands are desperately reaching out, but the cups are slipping away. These 5 stages must be consumed in order to move on. 3 of Cups holds red inflammation, which is like the fury of this situation. But 1 stands empty, and it represents emptiness and feeling just lost. And the last cup, thank God, it holds hope. A return to the heart. For this card to have impact, one does not need to be dealing with something catastrophic. It points to the fact that we all carry tremendous grief. Ancestral grief, family grief, cultural grief, grief of loss of innocence even. So that could be metaphorical. But for some of you guys, this is something catastrophic. Because when you have a relationship ending with the Hierophant in reverse, judgment in reverse, denial, just not willing to fix this. This is, nope, it's not fixable. I'm going to abandon ship. 5 of Pentacles. I'm abandoning ship. I'm leaving this behind. There's no hope. I feel trapped. I have no other choice, no other option. This is what I have to do, possibly because somebody got exposed. Somebody learned the truth about someone, and they can no longer tolerate this lie, whatever this is. Okay, so this card also says, as with the Four of Cups, we have the capacity to create a new viewpoint through which we can explore pains and discomforts. We can transform them into something wondrous. Byron Katie's system, the work, offers a way of questioning and releasing the painful stories we inhibit, stepping into open freedom that is our true and radiant, untarnished self. Five of Cups can take you deep down into your grief, the loss of a loved one, the failures of hard times that you had to put your family through with relentless pursuit of creative dreams. The fast-flowing river in the card has more than one meaning or possibility. Of course, we can be swept away in the river of tears, but we can also be cleansed by it. We can put right what we let go of in our grief, and we can let it be taken back to the great ocean of life. The ultimate forgiveness and surrender. For me, this card does not point to the arrival of some grief, for it has already arrived. We just carry it in our cells. Instead, it presents a question and powerful possibility. It asks you to look inside your heart where you're grieving, what you've held on to, and it invites you to complete with it forgiveness and let it go, letting life, nature, and source take it away through the river back to its own energy. It says, use grief as a force for good. The cup is only embedded deeper with tears from the heart. Deep compassion and empathy is needed. Okay. Sometimes you guys just have to give it to God. I don't know what's going on in your situation, but if you're able, and Spirit's like, that's the Wheel of Fortune, I want to lead you into an emotional reflection, and it will lead you to some regrets. You are going to regret some things you said, some things that you've done, but I want to bring the past up because the way you've been doing things doesn't fucking work. The choices that you've picked haven't led you to greener pastures. The dreams that you have are beautiful, but they need a practical plan. I want to give you help, says Spirit, to live your dreams. Taurus vibes again. I want to give you Venus. I want to give you prosperity. I want to give you beauty. I want to give you love. I want to give you abundance. But the only way through to abundance is through some kind of an emotional journey. I'm surprised I haven't gotten the Tower. I see here the Seven of Wands, and it looks like the Tower. But this is about feeling defensive of yourself or defending of others. And then I have Temperance. Be patient. This requires deep healing. So that's interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at how you feel about the situation and how your person feels. Okay? You get a drink. New moon in Libra. A new romantic cycle begins. Wow, the way you feel is, I want a new beginning. I want a partnership with you. Whether this is marriage, or a business partner, or I don't know, some kind of collaboration together, you know? You're like, I would love to be fair and balanced, and I just want to be fair. I just want to be fair. This situation is actually really hitting home for me on a personal level. I'm going through some family situations lately, and this is how I feel. I just want to be fair. I just want to be treated fairly. I just want to be respected fairly. And I want things level. I want things just, which is very Libra and justice. You know, I want things to be righteous. I want things to be right. And I want what I'm dealing with in my family to be fair. You know, guys, I feel like it's been very unfair in a family situation. I feel like I've been walked on, used, unappreciated, truly not loved or cared about. I feel like people have held grudges against me. I feel unwelcomed, unwanted around. You know, I don't feel great. And that's my, you know, how you feel is your own thing. But the truth is, people do things to you to make you feel that way also. They can't force you to feel a certain way. You can transmute those feelings and say, okay, I'm not all of these things. I have insecurities that need to be addressed, you know? And I have to deal with that on my own, you know, to like conquer those feelings and say, whatever the people that are, you know, in my family, whatever they're going through, they have their own hang-ups on why they're doing what they're doing and why they feel the way they feel. That's something, that's a storm going on inside of them. And however they're expressing that to me, and I'm feeling a certain type of way because I have stuff going on in me, at the end of the day, Spirit is using my family to teach me, to help grow me, mold me, and deal with my own stuff. And the same in token, they, on the flip side of the coin, are using me as a teacher as well, because I am an instrument. I can't talk, obviously I'm stuffed. Instrument of Source to be used as a teaching agent for people in my family to go inside themselves and say, why am I freaking out? Why am I having these feelings? Why is she triggering me? You know? So this goes both ways, because that's the new moon in Libra, because Libra really just represents fairness and balance, equality, thinking of others before you think of yourself. And so I know how you feel is you just want to be fair. You want the relationship to work out. You want this card to turn upright. You want judgment to be upright. You want proper judgment. You want this to be looked at through clear eyes, not a distorted, one-sided bullshit lie story. You're like, be honest. Be clear. Even if you feel all alone in your truth, what you want is to be fair, and you want justice. You want to be committed, Hierophant turned around upright. You want to be committed to this person. You want to love them right. You want to treat them right. You want to do right by them. But this cannot be one-sided. You cannot do right by them, honor them, love them, cherish them, be good to them, giving to them, forgiving of them, loving of them, to be shortchanged, Five of Pentacles at the end of the day. And this is why Spirit says this. I am separating. That's why Hierophant's in reverse. I am separating this relationship. I'm separating this commitment bond. Why? Because it doesn't honor my path. I know you're going to be 5 of Cups. I know you're going to be sad. And so are they. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. And even though you're suffering in the loss of this, they are also going to suffer in the loss. Both of your suffering is together, not individual. And Spirit says sometimes we have to get burned, we have to hurt, we have to suffer to learn, to grow, to feel things. Because the biggest story here is your dreams need a practical plan. Someone has just been winging it. And that's why this is here in reverse. Dreaming it up, living life on a high, living life in a dream. You know, this is the honeymoon phase, can only last so long before real life kicks in. For people that get newly married, this might be a wake-up call that you got married to someone, or maybe this is reversible, maybe this is someone you care about that did this, okay? But it might be someone who got married maybe too quickly. They made a decision based off of who knows what. They were dreaming of the best relationship possible. And now they're learning that the honeymoon stage is over, reality hits, and it's just not as pretty as you thought it would be. Spirit also wants you to be grateful, because there was somebody that was there for you when you were down and out. Or maybe it's vice versa. And if you're not appreciative of what you get from this situation, it's going to come back to bite you and haunt you. I'm kind of dealing with this situation in my family to where I had some people down and out in a really rough place. Family didn't understand them. They were feeling forced by other people to do things, religious things they didn't align with. And they had nothing. And at the time, they needed a place where they could just be at peace, think, focus on themselves, and support them. And I was there. I was supportive and I was there. I supported these family members the best way I could. And then our lives changed. My life changed. I had a great blessing. It came with a lot of hurt, but I did have a great blessing, and I worked really hard for something. I worked harder than I've ever worked in my life for something. To bring security for them and for my kids. They were in a situation where if I didn't pull through and get my situation straight, that their situation was going to be kind of bleak. To be honest, very kind of bleak. And I didn't want that for them. So I worked really hard, and then I came up with a plan with the Taurus, ironically. And we worked together. We came up with this plan that would be good for all of us. And it didn't work out well. And now I'm at the point where we're both struggling, having a hard time in my family situation, guys. And it looks like the only way out is if I end up suffering. That's my only ticket out. And now, to give an example of kind of what it feels like for me, I'm going to be at a great financial loss and suffering and hardship. It's going to be very hard on me. And I would love to have someone stick out their hand and say, I'll save you from that. I'll help you with that. It won't be like that. You know, please don't do that. Don't put yourself in a rut. Don't put yourself in a hole. You know, but I'm not going to be saved, guys. There's no way. In order for me to get out of a situation, I have to pay. And honestly, it feels like a bitter divorce for me. It feels like I married someone that came into the marriage with nothing. And now that we're getting divorced, they walk away with half. And I have to pay alimony. They walk away with half, and I pay alimony. That's basically what's going on. And it sucks. And I have regrets. Big fucking regrets. I should have never gotten involved or committed myself to a situation. I should not have done it. I did it to make them happy, me happier. But I was at a place where if I would have made a different choice, I would be stable and fine. But because I made this choice, I'm not going to be. So there's regrets. And the judgment call I made was poor. And that's why it's in reverse. So I'm just giving you guys an example with my family situation to see if maybe that is something that rings a bell for you. Maybe that's something that's going on with you that you can relate to. Maybe it's a love relationship for you. Maybe it's a business partnership for you. I don't know, but it's like at the end of the day, Spirit's like, I'm taking you somewhere else. But boy, are you going to have regrets. You need to get your shit together and have a practical plan. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out a practical plan to get myself unhinged from a situation. But at the same time, I can't keep feeling like this is totally not fair. How could people come into a situation, be bettered from it, and walk away with so much? How could they just walk away with the golden goose and I get left with the burden? I don't know. Spirit's going to have to give me more of a message in this reading for me personally and for you guys. For a lot of you guys, you just feel like you got shortchanged, okay? In a love relationship or in family or work, you got shortchanged. And all you can do is keep looking back, 5 of Cups, regrets, at you did the best you could with a big heart. Your intentions were in the right place. You planted a seed. You planted a seed for abundance. You planted a seed to heal the wounded. And if it got crushed and if it got ruined and you got shortchanged, Spirit still has something good in store for you. You may not feel it. You may not see it. But Spirit knows your heart. Spirit knows your intentions. Spirit knows all the unfair things they did to you. Spirit knows the lies they've said about you. Spirit knows. He's seen it. He's seen how dirty you got done. So yeah, someone resonates. I'm so sorry, Steph. I'm actually going through the same exact situation. Exactly. I've decided it's yet another test to the next level. Thank you, Gold Dawn. I could use all your guys' moral support as possible. It's a real hard situation for me, guys. And it's not fun. It's not fun to help people and get shit on. It's not fun to extend yourself out to someone and they bite your hand. It's not fun. And as unjust as that feels, and as much as the way you feel, you just want it fixed, healed, you're such a giver. This is a giving person. Considering this is how you feel, you just want to be fair? You're not asking for the glory. You're not asking for the golden goose, even though you deserve it. You're not asking for that. You're just saying, I just want it to be fair. Because really, fair is you keep it all. Fair is they get karma. That's fair. That's fucking fair. But you're not even like that. You're not even saying they should suffer. You're saying just be fair. Whatever I get, I want them to get too. That, my friends, is a golden fucking heart. Because you don't even ask for what you deserve. And that may be a lot of your fucking problem. You shortchange yourself because you don't ask the universe for what you deserve. You ask for crumbs. Universe, please, I know I can't have A, B, and C, but can you just give me D? What the fuck? Right, guys? Like, what the fuck? The universe is like, you deserve to ask for more. You have a beautiful heart. And if someone wants to come in and be disloyal, dishonest, and take from you, and take your generosity, and take your good heart, and take what you've done above and beyond the call of duty, and shit all over you, don't think that spirit doesn't see it. Don't think that spirit says karma will come. But a lot of the time we see our enemies winning. And I think that's what gets us. We see our enemies succeeding in life, doing well financially, doing well in a relationship, doing well with all kinds of things. And you're just like, I don't understand it. I'm going to get more clarity on that. Let me drink some tea. Spirit, can you please give us some clarity on what we don't understand? Why this situation is happening? Why, if we're good people, is this happening? Why is no one seeing our truth? Why is no one seeing the good things that we've done? Why is no one being happy or appreciative, thankful? How could someone not see the good right in front of them? How can this person be so uncommitted and selfish? Help us understand. Ooh. Bottom of the deck. Funny how we both have romance. This might be a love relationship. We have a new romantic cycle begins and the door to romance closes. Funny how these are just right there. But we asked why, so we're going to get the answer. Let's get a hidden truth oracle. Bottom of the deck over there is Angel of Strength. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's what I'm hearing. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Okay. I lost myself for a little while. Bottom of the deck, we need to let each other go. You lost yourself in this relationship. You stopped asking for what you needed. You stopped asking for what you wanted. You didn't think about yourself. You allowed. You were allowing yourself to be a bridge for someone. You were allowing yourself to be used by someone. You were allowing yourself to be hurt by someone because you lost yourself. Spirit says the reason you went through this, the reason it's unfair, is because you let yourself go. And that relationship started to fail because they were takers, they were selfish. They walked all over you because you let them. And you know, I've learned a really important lesson, because this has happened in my family situation, not exactly romance, but in a family situation. When you don't ask, you don't put pressure on someone because you feel bad, because you don't want to irritate them, or you don't want to stress them, or you don't want to bother them. You put yourself last. And it becomes unfair. Because you lose your backbone, you lose your strength and your confidence. And you give someone a sweet deal. You give them a sweet deal. And they're going to take it. And Spirit's like, if you offer people a sweet deal, don't think they're going to say no. And, you know, the lesson I've learned is I can't get mad at people for taking a sweet deal. I can't be upset with people for doing them when I opened the door and became the mat and said, come on in and do you like that. You know what I mean? How could I have resentment? How could I have anger? How could I be bitter or upset or resentful if I've never expressed, I don't like what you're doing. I don't like how you're acting. That's hiding. Seven of Swords. Oh, thank you so much, Gold Dust Woman, for the $99 on Super Chat. Thank you so much. Gold Dust, if you want a card after this, I am happy to pull some cards for you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, that was a very generous gift. Thank you. I'm here for you. If you need a question here at the end, that was very generous. Thank you. But you know, guys, I did learn this message, honestly, recently, that we as humans can feel so upset that someone did us wrong, but we've never really called them out on it because we're too nice. And I, for one, have, you guys might be surprised, but I have actually been the too nice person to say anything. And I let things get at me. And I try not to think about them too. I dust them under the rug. And I'm like, oh, it's no big deal. Oh, it's nothing. Oh, life's too short. You know, oh, I don't want to think about things like that. And then it creeps up on you. Right, guys? We start dusting things under the rug, and we act like it's really not important, but we've shortchanged ourselves at that point. And by the time it's like staring us in the face and it's actually a big deal, it's too late. We're hurt, we're upset, we feel triggered. You know what I mean? And it's really us, honestly, for not calling anyone out on it when it was actually going on. We wait till the last minute, right, before it's like, it's too late, right? It's over. There's no saving it. And it's like, boom, we let the cat out of the bag. And it's like, that cat's a pretty wild cat after you let it out of the bag because it's been shushed way too long. And so anyway, Spirit says the reason why you guys are losing this connection is because you lost yourself for a little while. And it's time to get yourself back. Okay? And that's the angel of strength. I love you, Gold Dust. Thank you. So the angel of strength is what Spirit wants you to do right now, to be stronger, to build strength from this. And trust. Really trust. Okay, so we're going to read this and move on. So the Door to Romance card, ooh, ironically, is 33. Loving that number. 33. And it says, okay, it's reverse. Okay. This card reversed indicates a delay or a disappointment where love is concerned in a present relationship. It could also be a sign of distance or separation. For some, the door to love may seem to have been shut for a long time, but the energetic universe is always in a state of flow and flux. Flow and flux. Knowing this, you guys can work on making some changes. Oh, okay, so it's not actually a separation like I thought. It's kind of like you guys need to work on making some changes. In your daily life. It's going to bring more love into your experience. Remember to make yourself your own happiness and make yourself and your happiness a priority. Encourage yourself and always acknowledge how valuable and deserving you are of receiving your own love and that of others. Such choices in your attitude and self-treatment will shift any old energy of self-dismissal, changing your core consciousness and all that you attract. So tell the universe you're ready for real love because you're finally willing to give it to yourself. Oh, I love it, guys. Tell yourself you're ready for real love. Tell Spirit because you're finally ready to love yourself. I am so glad that is the why. And again, it just right and concrete. That message we got from Spirit is just true and concrete. And it's you have to love yourself to have love in a relationship. The only reason relationships fail, hello, like this is like a wake-up call moment. The reason relationships fail is because we don't love ourselves. Because like attracts like. If you're not in a good relationship with yourself, your relationships, be it family or love or work, they're not going to be fed. And if you're in a situation to where you're selfish, and maybe not you, maybe them, because in my situation, it's a little bit both ways. But we're having a family feud, okay? And it makes sense with that clarity that they have been sucked into their own world and they've been selfish. They've been selfish about lots of situations, okay? And they didn't think about others and how they feel. And so they've just been depositing attention, time, energy, and love into their own self and their own world, that they've neglected the family world. They've neglected this relationship. They haven't put in. And when they fail, what's going to happen? Well, I wish I could find that girl. Sarah, thank you for the comment. But you know what I mean? It's like they are now going through a separation with me, but why? How did that manifest? The separation manifested because they were into themselves, and it portrayed this situation. I am going through a separation, and how come this manifested? It's actually the opposite. Instead of putting all my stuff into one basket, or that's not coming out right. Instead of me putting energy into myself, I put all my energy into the relationship, not myself. And just multiple relationships for me, like multiple family, like my kids and stuff, you know what I mean? But I didn't deposit self-love and self-care into me. And you know what I mean? Focus on me and my work and my situation, you know what I mean? Like me. And so what's happening? My family relationships are falling apart because that's not balanced. And that makes sense now with the scales. Spirit's like, I want the scales to balance. I want you to love yourself. And I also want you to love them. And the same token for them. I want them to love themselves. But I also want them to love the family and be there for them. Make sacrifices. That's relationships. And so many people struggle and fail in relationships because that's just not balanced. It might be two different sides of the coin, but either way, the same result ends at the end. Oh, Gold Dust Woman, same channeled message, got a few days ago. That is awesome. Oh, I love that. Okay, enough of that. The point is, a new romantic cycle begins. And you know what? Good shit's gonna happen, guys. It comes with change. It is a challenge. 555, okay? Your dreams and your relationship need a practical plan. And I know you guys are gonna figure this out. This door to romance is just a delay. It's not the denial of love or happiness. It's a delay because things need to get organized. Things need to have some kind of practicality. It can't just go on like this anymore. Oh, you had 3 towers? Oh my gosh, I wish I had some towers in this reading. I don't have towers, but I wish. I wonder if there's a tower under here. No. Oh, but there's 3 people involved. A Knight of Pentacles, a King of Swords, a Queen of Cups, and a King of Wands. Wow, there's like 4 people involved. Wow, 4 people involved. Maybe more. But this is a lot of people involved. Okay? There's a lot of heads in the game here. A lot. Okay. Let's go on and see how your person feels. Because I think that's important. How does your person feel about the struggle that you guys are going through here? Ooh. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Well, they feel lucky. They're getting the gold. They get the gold nugget. You know, I'm not going to lie, that kind of triggers me a little bit. Because in my situation, like I said, I end up suffering. And the people that did me dirty, they walk away with the golden goose. And I feel like it's not fair. Because they didn't have anything coming in. They didn't have anything. And if it wasn't for me making the choices and decisions that I made, they would not have had anything. So I am triggered by the way this person feels is luck is on their side. Because like I said, for me, it feels like a bitter divorce. Someone came into this union with nothing and they're walking away with a lot. And I do feel used and taken advantage of and hurt. And it's relationship ending, that's for sure. In my situation, it is relationship ending. And I do feel I deserve an apology. And I do feel I deserve, not saying I'm demanding it, but I feel like I deserve it. I do feel I deserve them to be fair and not walk away with the golden goose, but make it fair to where it's doable for me to handle it, instead of grabbing my hands, shaking whatever I have, dropping everything I have and saying, deal with it. That to me is unfair. Matthew, come here. I gotta give you your medicine. Huh? You have to. You have to, Matt. Anyways, that's what I'm going through, guys. So I don't know how triggered you feel. I feel pretty triggered. Obviously, the person that you're involved with, who you're having a very difficult time with, they feel pretty lucky. Let's clarify that. Spirit, please show me why this person feels so lucky. Why do they feel like luck is on their side? Spirit, please use these cards to give me a message of truth. Why do they feel like this is lucky? And it fell on the floor, so give me a second. We have indecision and walking away in reverse. Huh. Indecision in reverse. They feel like a choice is being made for them, and they don't have to make a choice anymore. They feel like maybe you're making the choice for them, or somebody is making the decision for them. They don't have any tough choices to make. I don't have to worry about it. I have this decision being made by so-and-so, and this decision being made by so-and-so, and I'm just sitting here, lucky because I don't have to make any hardcore decisions. All the decisions are just being made for me. I'm coddled and cared for. I don't understand this walking away card in reverse. This is not walking away from something. So how they really feel is, I don't want to walk away and leave something, but I feel this is out of my hands. Oh, that kind of makes sense. They feel like this is what they have to do. And if they're lucky and they get the gold at the end of the tunnel, then lucky them. I guess luck's on my side. But they don't feel like, they also don't feel like this is their choice. They feel like they're being shoved into a corner as much as you feel shoved by the universe. And they're just thinking, oh, well, the universe loves me. God loves me. The source loves me. I don't know what I did to deserve the golden goose, but I got it. I must just be lucky. I don't know, maybe this person has strong Sagittarius in their chart. Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. I don't know. Let's go ahead and get a message of truth from this person. Spirit, give me a message of truth about this person's feelings. We have, I'm starting to understand our connection. So this person, is starting to get some kind of enlightenment about you and maybe understanding why they're blessed. You know, this person's like, I understand why I have the golden goose. it's because of you. I understand, or I'm starting to understand, that Spirit brought you into my life to bless me in some way. I wish things could be different. This is a sad fucking reading, guys. Your person doesn't really want to hurt you. Your person doesn't really want to hurt you. Wow, which is shocking. Your person's like, I'm not trying to make you suffer. I'm not trying to hurt you. But man, I feel lucky that you were in my life, or I feel certainly blessed by the universe because of you. And maybe they're going to start to understand where you came from and why you were feeling what you were feeling and what you were going through. Maybe at some point, they're just starting now, but maybe down the road at some point, they will have clarity on how this situation fell apart. I'm going to read some of this because it's not over yet, guys. We still have more of the message, but dang, this is crazy. So when indecision is in reverse, it says, congratulations. This card reversed indicates a newfound freedom. You are either recently making a decision that's very important. This is an important time. So bring clarity of consciousness in a new direction. The fragmented and confused energy that you've been sending out is gone. And now you can bring new structure to your plans and your life. You may not have known what to do in the past, but your soul has been trying to guide you all along. Open up to the potential of this time and create something clear and your new choice. Then let yourself move forward with purpose and personal power. That actually does even relate at home with me, because as irritated as I am by my situation feeling forced and unfair, I'm okay being a sacrifice. I've been a sacrifice for a lot of people in my family for a long time. Sometimes I get upset in my family fights and I say, I'm always the sacrificial lamb. I'm always the black sheep. I'm always the villain. That's been the story of my life, guys. I've been the villain in everybody's story in my family. I've been the villain in my mom's story, her sufferings, her feelings, her struggles. I've been the sufferings in my dad's life, his struggles. I've been apparently the suffering in my uncle's life and his struggles, and I have been the suffering and pain and hardships in my cousins' lives. And believe me, when my kids get mad at me, I'm the reason. I'm the villain. And in situations with my brothers, I'm also the villain. Sister-in-law, I'm the villain. And it's just gotten, for me in my family situation, like, what's new? Everyone's pointing the finger at me. Everyone's saying I'm the issue. And my mom just goes along with it and says, yep, why don't you have a wake-up call? You are the issue. You're the issue, so it's you. That's probably a sign. And it just feels wrong because it doesn't resonate with my truth. It feels like gaslighting because I know that's not true. And as much as these people want to say I am a problem, I know it's not true because all I've done is help. For my uncle, it was love and affection and always coming to his aid when he had tears, upsets, worries, needing help with his house, needing advice, needing a friend. I was there. Needing support in family feuds. I was there. With my cousins, always sacrificing so they could have, so they could be first, so they could feel like they have the bigger whatever, so they could feel important. Always complimenting and giving those words of affirmation of love. You guys are the best. You guys are awesome. I love your house. I love your family. I love your relationship. I've always put myself back. I'm not important. You are. So I can't accept that gaslighting truth. And I know that even though I was a hardship, my parents had me young, I was also a light. That even though it was difficult, I gave them love. I gave them reasons to be strong. I helped them grow. I helped them see their own strength. And I was not perfect. But I know my truth. And I know I loved my parents and gave them so much affection. They weren't perfect parents. And I know I wasn't a perfect child. I don't really know if there is a perfect child out there, and I really don't know if there is a perfect parent out there. But I know we loved each other. And as far as my relationship with my brother, I know my truth. I know I extended myself when I didn't need to. And I know I extended myself more than I should. And I know that I've come to bat for him since he was young. Everyone putting him down or saying he was less than, needed this, needed that, I was always supportive. That's not true. He just needs this. He just needs that. I think he's great. Or leave him alone. He's just going through something. I've always been there. And when my brother needed to reach out to me for assistance or help or anything, I've always been there. Above and beyond. And I show myself through my family, every Christmas, every birthday, every Valentine's anniversary. I extend myself. I show love. And everything I can, I give. You know, example, just how much I extend myself. When my brother and sister-in-law got married, I helped them get a place. I gave them furniture, my couch, my daughter's bed, kitchen stuff like a bureau, shelves, everything. They didn't have anything. I gave them so much of what I had, rugs, you know, all kinds of stuff to make their house a home. And when they were gone getting married, I cleaned their home and decorated it, bought decorations and supplies and arranged their furniture because they, you know, I wanted them to have a nice place when they came back. And I even went out to the store and bought silverware, plates, pots, pans. I got an Italian like noodle pasta gift basket set, and I got bathroom towels and bathroom things with Mr. and Mrs. and little bins and candles and all this shit as a wedding gift. I extended myself. Most people send a card with a gift card or maybe one gift. But I overextended myself. So, you know, and I'm just saying with family, I just want to, you know, that's how I do. I overextend myself. And I'm going to say, if you guys can resonate with this card because you're anything like me, then you should resonate with that, because even in my relationships, I overextend myself. In relationships, I was with someone, I helped pay their child support. Well, one person's child support. The other person, I helped buy them a car and pay for insurance and bills and all kinds of stuff, bail. And, you know, for another person who didn't have any legal problems, he had mental issues, you know, emotional, and struggled with jobs. And so I would make a car payment, or I would make a child support payment, or I would make, you know, bill payments for cell phones. Or if his kid had a birthday, I would, you know, buy the kid all the birthday and the Christmas and his parents, and pay most all the bills, you know, and I overextend myself. And I give love and affection, you know. So anyways, guys, if you are anything like me, trust me, don't be gaslighted. And if you're the black sheep and everyone thinks, oh, you're just a problem and you're getting the short end of the stick, I don't understand why your person gets the gold. I don't understand why that's happening. But I am trying to understand in this reading, through my life and your reading here, that we get what we give. And you think that would make sense. Well, if that's true, I give so much. Shouldn't I be given that much in return? No. And here's the enlightenment piece. The enlightenment piece is, I don't care if you give away the golden goose. If you lose yourself, you're not going to get it back. It's not going to come. Thank you, Elizabeth. Oh, just because you're amazing, my beautiful soul sister. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for the 19.99 super chat. Oh, I love you. Thank you. Thank you. So anyways, guys, if you guys are suffering like that, it's going to be okay. And I know it's a tough message to deal with. And Spirit's like, why am I changing your life? Because I want you to look back at your regrets. 5 of Cups, right? And I want you to realize that the real happiness is loving yourself and not always shortchanging yourself. You don't always have to be the sacrificial lamb. You don't always have to be the great golden giver. You don't always have to be the overextender to have good karma or be a good person to get good things in life. You can think of yourself. You can do things for you, and it's not a crime, and it's not evil, and it's not wrong. But a lot of empathic people struggle with self-love. They're so worried about other people's needs and wants. And they really struggle giving to themselves. Oh, Gold Dust, I wasn't black sheep, but my mother was. And somehow I have seen that we inherit that label, especially if you are a strong, resilient human. and speak the truth. Thank you, Gold Dust Woman. I agree with that. You know, something was done. I'm a big gift giver, you know, because, I don't know, maybe that's my language of love, giving gifts and affection. I might have a couple languages of love because I'm very affectionate. Even if you guys met me as my clients, I always give hugs and kisses on the cheek or whatever. At least, at the very least, big hugs, you know? I'm just affectionate like that. So when it comes to my family, I'm extremely affectionate. And I'm a big gift giver. I'm very thoughtful of others. I don't like to toot my own horn, but I always consider other people. Like, my mom taught me well, and I'm very thankful she did. She really raised me well, and I do always think of other people. My mom is very much like that. My mom thinks of other people, and that's my moon. That's how I think and feel, like my mom, what she taught me. So I'm a very thoughtful person because of her. My mom is a very thoughtful person. I know she can turn on me, and she's got her own issues, and I don't know why she turns on me the way she turns on me. It's a hate-love relationship sometimes. But some shit went down over Christmas with me, guys. I had a family member say they bought me a present, but it was coming in the mail. And I spent over $200 on gifts for them. And I went out of my way, you know, after November. I let them know where I was shopping, their favorite store. I let them know. And it was a special gift. And they were well aware, like, before December that I was getting them something nice. And out of the goodness of my heart, I wasn't looking for anything in return. I really don't care about Christmas gifts. When Christmas comes, I just watch everybody else open the gifts. I don't even want to mess with mine. I really enjoy seeing people open a gift and just be happy with what I've got or what other people have got them. And I just love watching people happy. I don't really care about my own gifts. I open them and act happy so other people can feel what I feel when I give. And I really go, oh, thank you so much for this. And I make a big deal out of it because when you give, it's an act of love. You give appreciation for who they are in your life, how special they are, and, you know, you just want to let them know you went out of your way for them. You mean a lot to me. That's what that is for me. So it was very hurtful that I don't even care if someone wanted to make me a dozen cookies or brownies. That would be a great gift for me because they spent time and love and attention to make me something special that I would like. And it's, you know, I don't care if it's $1. You know what I mean? So I don't care about the financial aspect of it. It's the point of the gift. And in my gift giving, my family members, they really liked this specific store, like #1 favorite place to go. And I went out of my way. I was getting for my kids and my family, and I was like, I really want to get them something special because I thought they have financial hardships and they can't always spend what they would like to spend there. And I saw them make sacrifices and go to that store but not get stuff because of other reasons. And so in my mind, I wanted to bless them with something because I didn't think they normally do that. And that was my intention. I want to bless you with something you love because you don't get a chance to indulge in that. And it's Christmas. So I go out of my way to do this. And I get told, oh, your gift is coming. It's in the mail. And I was like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not worried about opening a gift on Christmas. It's no big deal. It never came. It just never came. And time passed and we celebrated a birthday after that. And I gave another gift from that place, and my Christmas gift never came, and I didn't even worry about it. I was like, you know what? Maybe they didn't have the money. I'm not worried about it. It's just a Christmas gift. But they got everybody else a gift. They got everybody else a special gift. But they didn't get me. I felt a little hurt. But it didn't bother me really. I know you don't feel good. I told you to get this cough medicine, but you didn't want to. Do you want to take it now? Come here.
I'm fine with it.
We may have to go to the doctors if this is congestion. Won't leave us alone.
No, I can't take the shot though.
Not right now.
They won't take me a shot.
They're not going to give you a shot. Come here.
Wait,
Fine, we're not going. Calm down.
Please don't do it again.
Oh my goodness. Sorry guys, give me a second. Let me give him a little cough medicine here. Okay. Go, sweetie. Oh, watch out. Good job. Oh, you did good. Okay, let's have a little bit more. Just a little bit more in there.
No.
Well, it's a little bit spilled out. Here. Just a little bit. Good job. Let me give you some drink. Here, you can have what's left of mine.
What is this?
It's just raspberry. Fine, go get your own then. All right, guys. Anyways. This whole household is really getting it good. This darn cold. Oh yeah, he did not like the shots. Okay, guys. So anyways, I didn't really care about the gift, okay? I moved on. But I just saw these family members start spending on all kinds of other stuff and going out to eat and going here and going there and going on a vacation and just splurging it up, you know. Not once do they think about bringing me a coffee or taking me out to dinner with them or bringing me back something to eat or, you know, whatever. So nothing special, you know. I thought, you know what, they forgot about it. They just forgot about it, you know, and they're living their life. But it came up recently that they did get me a gift. They just kept it. They kept it because they said we had ups and downs in our relationship. They said we had some problems, and then we got better, and then we had some problems, and then we got better, and that's why we never gave it to you. So I was like, wow. I would never do that to someone. I would never get someone a gift and not give it to them, if that's even true. Do you guys think that's true? Because it sounds fishy. I don't know what the story is, guys. But all I know is if you have extended yourself and you're a giver, you may be shortchanged by people. And I saw a post meme the other day, and it's like, I need to stop expecting people to love me the way I love them. I need to stop expecting people to be the kind of friend I am or the kind of family member I am, because they're not me. You know, I need to stop expecting people to think and feel like me. You know what I mean? And it was just very unthoughtful. It was very unthoughtful because we spent Christmas together, and my kids can't buy me presents. They're my kids. And I don't have a husband or a fiance or anything like that. And, you know, to spend Christmas with family and everyone's opening presents and I have none, that's okay. I don't mind. And my kids are always, Mom, I feel bad. I wish I could buy you stuff. And I just tell them, you know what, happiness, being with you, seeing all your smiles is important to me. And that's a beautiful Christmas gift. I don't need to open any Christmas gifts. But it was the fact that my family members were present and didn't think of me. I think that just hurt. And come to find out through another family member, they didn't even supposedly order the gift. They were shopping in town for a gift for me because somebody heard and they told somebody in the family, I'm actually out shopping for her gift right now. So who knows what the real story is, if it actually got ordered or it was bought in person or it never happened at all. Who knows? Who knows? But it was wrong. It was mean and it was wrong. And Amy, I saw your comment. That is shitty and abusive to withhold gifts. That's the type of shit my biological family would do and punish me for no reason and decide I can't take certain classes or have certain privileges. Oh, like even a doorknob for my room. Oh, Eat Me, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Eat Me. That sounds really, really terrible. I am so sorry. That's very abusive. I can understand so much of your situation now. On why you go through what you go through because you're family. That is toxic. It really is. And I'm so sorry, Eat Me. I almost want to cry for you. I'm so sorry. But yeah, you know, if you guys are the black sheep of the family, you know, and everyone wants to gaslight you and make you out to be the villain, you know, they don't look at themselves, trust me. And when they're pointing a finger at you, 3 more fingers are pointed back at them. Trust me. That's how the universe works. It just is. And, you know, it's sad and it's unfortunate that people get the golden goose without working for it. And it's by you. It's by your blessings. And you know what I have to say to that, everybody? Be glad that you're a blessing. Don't be mad that they get to walk away with more than they came in with. Whether this is a marriage, a business partnership, or a family partnership, don't be angry that they're walking out with the gold and you're hurting. Learn this lesson. Be strong and say, damn it, I should have loved myself more. That's my bad. That's my bad. And God, I am so grateful that I am a blessing to someone. Thank you for using me to bless someone with a better life. And it really has to come down to that in difficult relationships. And I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because that is a beautiful message from the universe. It's like, don't be mad because you're hurting and suffering and losing on things. You are light in the world. You are a gift. You are a blessing to someone. And even if they don't see it, and even if they don't appreciate it or acknowledge what you've done for them, I see it. God knows He sees it. He sees your goodness. He really does. And that is a very happy tears. All He wants for you is to love yourself and stop being the doormat. Stop being used and abused in connections. Don't be taken advantage of. Love yourself more than that. Because Spirit says, I know it's hard and you're going to look at that river and there's a fucking empty ass cup and you feel empty and you're just like, this sucks. I feel so empty. I'm losing everything. My happiness is going down the river. There it goes. Everything's flushed down the fucking toilet. And that's how it feels. But there's that one fucking cup that brings change. And that changes. I will bless you if you have hope. I will bless you. You just have to love yourself. You just have to love yourself. Let me deal with the things they do. And what they've received, and that golden goose, that's all they're going to get. That's their portion. What you're going to get is the kingdom of spirit of heaven. You're going to get so much more. For your wealth is in your heart and in spirit form. It's not of this world. And you are building up an amazing amount of wealth, of love and compassion and blessings and understandings and wisdom. You have a wealth. And it's sad that the only wealth those people will have is what they physically have. So don't be upset if you see your enemies winning, or you see these people that gaslight you or point fingers at you or villainize you or walk all over you, take advantage of you and don't appreciate you. Don't worry about what blessings they're getting. And if they got a blessing from you, because of you, just thank God and say, thank you for letting me be a blessing in someone's life. And be so glad that God knows you are strong enough to deal with that. Because I guarantee you, if the shoe was on the other foot, they couldn't fucking handle the shit you have to handle, my friend. If they had to deal with the pain you're dealing with, they couldn't fucking deal with it. If they had to deal with the financial fucking struggles you're dealing with, they couldn't fucking handle it. If they had to deal with being a black sheep and the villain all the time, they couldn't fucking handle it. You are strong. You are a teacher to them. You are a blessing in disguise. God works through you and you don't even know it. You're an angel of strength. You're an angel of strength. So believe me, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. You just praise God. You just praise the universe and say, thank you for letting me be a blessing. Thank you for that. Thank you for using me to better somebody's life. That's the strength you're going to get. You're strong and God knows it. He's like, honey, that's why I gave you this life. That's why I gave my hardest battles to my strongest soldiers. So you could spread love, so you could be that. Thank you for being strong. And if you're close to God and you're close to the universe, it's going to be okay. It's always going to be okay. He's not going to let you fall.